Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. 18,250 days of fueling and feeding. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. The managers who open early and close late. The cashiers who always have a smile. The bakers, sandwich artists, and cooks who keep our cravings at bay. The maintenance crew who work hard to fix problems as they arise. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important decisions you can make. The health plan proudly supports our active and healthy communities and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. We are here for your family. We are here for your business. We'll be here for you when you need us most, because your health coverage is our priority. The health plan, here for you.
Welcome to Beckley for the West Virginia Class A AA State Soccer Tournament. We start off with a good one. It's a joust of knights. The Maroon Knights of Wheeling Central, the number 4 seed at 10-7-6, taking on the top-seeded Black Knights of Point Pleasant, 15-3-5 on the campaign. My name is Michael Bennick. Thank you so much for joining us here for the first of 2 boys semifinals. We'll see Lewis County and defending champion Charleston Catholic in the noonish game. Starting off here on a chilly morning in Beckley, temperatures in the high 20s for this match. But as you can see, the sun is out. Most of the frost has melted off the turf field. Good as we can get for this time of year in Beckley after a very warm tournament last year. We're back to the normal situation. Well, Wheeling Central caught fire at the right time. They had not won more than 2 games in a row before they got into mid-October. Then they ripped off 4 in a row to make it here to Beckley, beating a solid Grafton team that was a sectional finalist 2-0, and then getting into playoffs, beating Weirton 3-0, and then Trinity Christian in the sectional final 2-1, then run a thriller in overtime over the Frankfort Falcons 1-0 in the Region 1 final. On the other side, Point Pleasant back here for yet another trip after making the finals and losing the last 2 years. They rolled through the playoffs, beating Parkersburg Catholic 11-0, Sissonville 7-1, and then winning the sectional over Nitro 2-0. Then they beat Huntington St. Joe's 3-1 to lock up the regional final, punch their ticket back here to Carter Family Foundation Stadium and the state semifinals. Step aside here for the national anthem here before kickoff.
I'm Dr. Chad Lavender. My fertilized ACL technique has gained national and international attention. It all started here on a small football field in West Virginia. That's where my passion to help athletes and others began. I personally have had 19 different states and locations that patients have traveled from for this ACL reconstruction.
It starts with dedication, taking skill to artistry. It's not just a job, it's a career. But building a future isn't easy. The Jumpstart Savings Program is here to help. The first of its kind in the nation, it features state tax advantages and other incentives. Now you can save for certain certifications, equipment, and business startup costs. Trade professionals are the future of West Virginia's workforce. Start saving for that future now. Learn more at wvjumpstart.com.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
For me, part-time service in the West Virginia Army National Guard looks like this. As a construction engineer, I'm moving earth, building roads, and working with a great team to accomplish our mission. My service trained me how to operate heavy construction equipment, and those skills have opened up doors to a great career here at home. See how part-time service can help you build your future. Go to nationalguard.com/WV to find out more.
PCB is a long-standing partner in our community. We're your neighbors, your teammates, and your friends. And we want to be your banker. We're a team of experienced professionals focused on the personal, residential, and business needs of our community. We make decisions locally, quickly, and with your best interest in mind. We care about you, your family, your business, and your goals. We're PCB, a proud community bank. Open an account with us today.
At Little General Stores, we'll be there when you're ready, even if you're returning home for the first time in years. That is why we offer the LG Rewards Card that'll save you money on your favorite convenience store purchases, or even get you free drinks or coffee, allowing you the time to plan that perfect return. Go plan yours today, and when you need us, we'll be there. Thank you to those who serve, so the LG family can serve you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Back at Carter Stadium here in Beckley, moments away from kickoff here between number 1 Point Pleasant and number 4 Wheeling Central. Talk about players to watch. First for Wheeling Central, one double-digit scorer in the Maroon Knights lineup. That's Luke Miner, number 15, 11 goals and 4 assists on the year. This is a senior-laden club, but they rely on a freshman in Santiago Sperlaza in goal. 4 clean sheets and 46 saves for the freshman Sperlaza. Jeremy Rakoff also has been very productive for this Wheeling Central team, 8 goals and 4 assists, but nobody else in this Wheeling Central lineup has more than 3 goals. Contrast that with Point Pleasant, where 3 players have scored in double figures. One more has scored 9, the other one has scored 8. Joseph Pinkerton has been the man. The sophomore has scored 16 goals alongside 13 assists. He'll wear number 24 in black with the white numerals. Colton Angus as well, 12 goals, 11 assists on the year. Leonard Bernsteiner, 10 goals, 7 assists on the year. And Anthony Berchignoli, 9 goals and 10 assists on the campaign for Point Pleasant. An experienced team because of their trips here to Beckley in the past, but just 5 seniors on this Point Pleasant roster. So it's a mix of players that have been here before and a mix of some that are getting a larger role or their first taste. Here in Beckley, underway. Wheeling Central in the whites will attack from right to left here in the first half. Point Pleasant wearing the black uniforms with red. Where this game will advance to Saturday's final. Change in format this year and a welcome one, going from the Friday-Saturday state tournament to a more spread out Thursday-Saturday, and I think that's better for everybody. An extra day of rest for these players. It was always really tough to be in that nighttime window and then have to turn around and play an early state championship game the next day. So really glad to see them space this a little better. Be 80 to 100 minutes of hard soccer today for these teams. Day off for the winter, and then back at it Saturday against either Lewis County or Charleston Catholic. Early loose ball, early test for goalkeeper Brecken Loudon coming off his line for Point Pleasant to clear, and out for a throw-in for Wheeling Central on the far side, which will be taken by Jody Barkey, senior with 1 goal on the year. Ball played forward for their target man, Jeremy Radcliffe, broken up by Point Pleasant in midfield. Now regrouping is Jaron Reed for the Black Knights. Pass deflected in midfield, one now by Wheeling Central. Played up the wing now, Point Pleasant with space for Antonio DeLuca on the sideline. One back by the Maroon Knights. Brought down smartly by DeLuca for Point Pleasant. Working towards the top of the 18-yard box is Antonio DeLuca. Stood up and being forced back with a pass. Alex Schrader dispossessed. Nice clean tackle and clearance from Minor. Early ball trying to pick out the run of Radcliffe. Cleaned up in the back by Point Pleasant and shepherded it out for a Wheeling Central throw-in. 2 minutes in. Again, we'll play two 40-minute halves if we're still tied, two 10-minute sudden victory periods. If we're still tied after 100 minutes, we'll go to penalties to decide this state semifinal. Goal kick coming for Point Pleasant. Reed, 6 goals and 6 assists on the year, and will wave his players forward for this goal kick. A lot of these state tournament teams met during the regular season. This is one of the exceptions to that rule. Early ball, Loudon will collect on the edge of his 18. Point Pleasant team lost just once in state. 2 of the 3 losses were to Marietta, Ohio. The only exception was a 2-1 loss at Grafton. Kind of an odd game. Both goals scored for Grafton off set pieces. The second one, an own goal that was deflected in from very close range. So it's Point Pleasant team trying to get over the hump and get that elusive championship that has been taken from them by Charleston Catholic the last 2 years on Championship Saturday. Colby Frum on the right wing for Point Pleasant, connecting with DeLuca, who's been active. Combination back to the top of the 18. Bernsteiner can't get the handle on it, and it's played forward. Chance to counter for Wheeling Central. They got the right man on the ball in Radcliffe. Their second league score with 8 goals. Radcliffe will play it square. Give and go block, though. Well defended there by Point Pleasant off the counter, as Bertinoli got a foot in. Early ball played towards Point Pleasant forward Bernsteiner, cleaned up again by Wheeling Central. From forward. Black Knights will try again. This time going left for Schrader. Hard run up that wing from Bertignoli towards the end line. Saves the ball, and it'll go out for a very deep throw in for Wheeling Central. Chance here for Point Pleasant to tighten the screws, not allow an easy pass and clearance out of the back. Maybe get a quick steal on a cross. So well done on the throw-in, though. Cleared forward there by Minor to get it out of trouble. Volleyed forward again by Point Pleasant and Blake Dausch towards the 18. First foul called. It will be a free kick and a good spot for Point Pleasant on the left wing, about 30 yards from goal. Early service in. Wheeling Central will take away some of that option by setting their retaining line at the top of the 18-yard box. 2-player wall for the Maroon Knights. Right-footed service and will be taken on goal, and Sperlaza has to tip it off the bar. Still loose at the near post. Volleying in, head tennis, bicycle kick, and a goal! A bicycle kick goal for Point Pleasant. Antonio DeLuca with an exciting go-ahead goal in the 6th minute. Servicing out the free kick was excellent. Sperlaza unable to get a clean touch on it. It bounced around, fell about knee-high, and DeLuca, no hesitation in traffic to pull out the bicycle kick. A dream start for Point Pleasant. They lead 1-0. Ninth goal of the year for the senior DeLuca, and it's a big one to give his team the advantage. Wheeling Central playing in really a 4-5-1 at this point, trying to find the target forward, Ratcliffe, respecting Point Pleasant's ability to build out of the back by congesting the midfield. And even on that play that led to the free kick, there wasn't a lot of space for Point Pleasant to really create. Drew the foul, though, and an excellent free kick, paying off. Early ball forward. Won by the head of Wheeling Central's Levi Estep. Point Pleasant on the move again. Shot from deep comes in low. Deflected off a defender for Wheeling Central and will be scooped up by Sperlaza. .50-50 ball won in midfield by the Black Knights. Early ball up the left wing. You can see Colton Angus waving for runners, but couldn't save that one. It will be a throw-in for Wheeling Central as we move 7 minutes into this game. Possession will remain with the Maroon Knights. Won by Wheeling Central, only ball forward. Easily headed away by From for Point Pleasant, but one back in midfield by Wheeling Central. They've got some space to attack here. Pass forward and an excellent tackle. Second ball blocked as well. Wheeling Central fans winning a call for dangerous play since the second tackle was made from the ground, and price was paid there as limping after that double tackle was doused. Now back to a normal gait. Really good defensive work there to break up that chance with the sliding challenge at just the right moment. Lucas taken away by the goal scorer DeLuca for Point Pleasant. Tried to play it for himself, but cut out by Wheeling Central. They will knock it forward. Cooper Tatterson forward for Point Pleasant, combining with Angus. Ball comes back for Angus at the top of the 18. Tackle one and knocked away by Minor, but only as far as the left side of the Point Pleasant midfield. Run forward, broken up as it was Tatterson trying to burst through. Instead, it'll come to Sperlaza's gloves. I mentioned in the open the depth of scoring for Point Pleasant. You're seeing it here where you've got a lot of players with confidence to take on defenders, combine with passes. There's a lot of different ways Point Pleasant has tried to break down Wheeling Central. Ball played through, cut out by a well-positioned defender for Wheeling Central. Tatterson. Excellent pressure from Thomas Komorowski, forcing him back. Reed. Pinkerton. Jaron Reed on the ball again. DeLuca. Can't beat the first defender. Ball not cleared decisively again by Wheeling Central, though, and it falls for From on the right wing. From kind of of two minds there. It was a little bit too far out to shoot and decided to pass, and it was blocked. Luke Minor's early ball. Cut out and knocked out for a throw-in. Wheeling Central, as I said, came out in a very defensive shape with the 4-5-1. This is something they're going to need to get some chances forward. It's some set pieces where that midfield can push forward, get into position to aid the lone striker, Ratcliffe. Short throw. A return there would have been ideal, but the touch was heavy, and Wheeling Central finally loses possession. Excellent track back work from DeLuca to win the ball for his teammates. Surge forward from Fromm. Played into the box. Dangerous ball, but cleaned up by Lucas for Wheeling Central. Schrader pressuring the pass. It will be a throw-in for Point Pleasant. Bicycle kickoff from Antonio DeLuca in the 6th minute. The difference in this one, Point Pleasant, the 1 seed, leading Wheeling Central, the 4 seed, 1-0. First of 2 semifinals on this Friday on the boys' side. Then we'll take a breather, come back with the 2 girls' semifinals tonight. Point Pleasant involved in that as well as the 3 seed facing Philip Barber in a rematch of an excellent overtime game last year. Won by PB 4-3. Central just has not been able to find that direct ball to the feet of Ratcliffe. Point Pleasant's really interdicted and broken up that pass and been able to attack again. Combination will find Schrader on the left side, Tackle knocked out for a throw-in. Point Pleasant getting the lead on a free kick that was initially deflected by the goalkeeper, went off a couple bodies, and then the bicycle kick from DeLuca finished the job from in close. Throw in for Bertignoli and Point Pleasant in front of the Wheeling Central bench. Goes up the side towards the goal scorer DeLuca, who tries to turn towards the end line. Shepard had not kept alive. Second ball again given away by Wheeling Central on their own 18. But enough shirts of white able to clean that up. And again, the clearance finds a Point Pleasant player. Bertignoli turning it back in for Reed. Space for Reed to look up, chip a ball in towards the top of the 18. It's deflected. And a good read there by goalkeeper Sperlazza to come out and get it. Foul called on DeLuca, fouling Thomas Komorowski in the midfield. Komorowski, the leading assist man by far for Wheeling Central with 10. Nobody else has more than 4. Service from Luke Miner towards the 18-yard box. Headed on. Well cleared by Point Pleasant. Central hasn't gotten forward a lot, but when they have, they've been dangerous. Another good idea with the diagonal ball. Working loud and saw it all the way, though. Made the catch on one hop. Excellent punt. We'll immediately test the Wheeling Central back 4. Volleyed clear. Mason Schmidt's ball forward, touched on by Ratcliffe for himself. Work towards the right sideline, waiting for support. Does not draw the foul despite going down, but it will be a throw-in for Wheeling Central in deep. And a throw-in at a similar depth on the left side, and it was a kind of a heavy, high ball to handle. I figure this one will be more direct into the box from Jeremy Ratcliffe. Plenty of targets, including Schmidt at the near post. Knocked down. Initially cleared by Point Pleasant, but not decisively, and the second touch is disappointing for Wheeling Central, out for a goal kick. Again, that's been key for Wheeling Central to get forward, is getting throw-ins. Haven't got a corner yet, but that would be ideal just to get some bodies out, because as they're currently set up, it's really an island there for Jeremy Ratcliffe in the 4-5-1. catch-all cheer for either team today is just the Maroon Knights against the Black Knights. Pinkerton in deep. Will win a throw-in as that ball trickles out. Bertignoli up to take it. Has Angus available as a short option. Schrader will also make a run from that left channel. Comes towards Angus. Touched in the box by Bernsteiner. Cross towards the top of the 18. Headed down. And easy stuff for goalkeeper Spralaza off the attempt from. Angus trying to combine with Bernsteiner. He'll play it for himself on the right side. Tatterson. Cleaned away. But again, with that one forward, everybody pretty much close to the ball is going to be in black and red. Early ball in again from Point Pleasant, handled by Wheeling Central. Continue on as Ratcliffe gets on, and now we will see a free kick as the advantage didn't develop for Wheeling Central. Really the only good chance of the game came on that flurry that led to the goal. A free kick from the left side. Couple touches from both teams, couple deflections, and then the bicycle kick from DeLuca to give the Black Knights the lead. Short free kick from Wheeling Central. Early service from Luke Miner. Once again cleaned out by Point Pleasant's back four. And out for a throw in on the far side for Wheeling Central. Team starting to arrive for the second game. Lewis County's bus pulling in their first state tournament in boys soccer. They will play play Charleston Catholic after the conclusion of this one as a dangerous cross. Skips past Thomas Reicards at the far post. Best look that Wheeling Central's had from run of play. Yeah, started from a short free kick, able to get some possession and face up, something that had not been able to do much against Point Pleasant. It's been a lot of direct play from Wheeling Central trying to pick out Ratcliffe. Good ball forward by Point Pleasant. Switch now will come to the right for DeLuca in space. Plays it first time short into the 18 for Pinkerton. Point Pleasant's top scorer. Knuckling back towards the top of the 18, trying to get it on his left foot. Touches heavy and is finally put out. Reed steps up but gives possession away, and our early ball will be a one-on-one situation, just volleyed towards the stands by Point Pleasant. And too far for Reed to get an angle on it to save. Throw in for Wheeling Central. So we're near the midway point of the first half. Battle in the corner and a good cross from Wheeling Central towards the far post. Header is not hit decisively and the second shot is missed wide. Back into the 18, still being fumbled for. Bicycle kick attempt from Wheeling Central. Volley is blocked, still loose and finally cleared. Wheeling Central got some stabs at that, but never really a firm touch in the box to direct that one on goal. Right at the midway point of the first half. Space now on the counter for DeLuca. Combination inside with Bernsteiner. Continues it on left for Alex Schrader. Schrader will try the right-footed shot, and that's going high. That's the danger, though, for Wheeling Central. They were able to get some bodies forward, but then Point Pleasant made them pay with a good counterattack. They've been very smooth transitioning through midfield. Central fans making their voices heard here, trying to will their team back from an early 1-0 deficit. They've played well, the 4 seed. Tatterson. Good combination to get on the left side for Point Pleasant. Laid off for Schrader. Return pass there to the left side. Now inside for Angus. Good turn from Colton Angus into the box. Trying to get a handle on it. Ball was cleared initially. Schrader doubling back for it for Point Pleasant. Tatterson. Beats one. Can't beat a second. But again, the track back from Point Pleasant getting a touch in. Ratcliffe will hold for support and is stripped. DeLuca. Schrader. Bernsteiner. Right for Frum. Drop now for Jaron Reed. Lots of space to pick out across here for Reed. Goes on the floor. Bernsteiner. The chip towards the middle, just a bit too tall for the run coming in from Schrader. And out for a goal kick. This Point Pleasant team does a really good job of interchanging, finding themselves in dangerous spots. That keeps the defense really on its toes, because it's not just like you're going to see a player coming down the left side and nothing else. We've seen Schrader come in and out. DeLuca's switch sides. Tatterson. Colton Angus. Picking out Reed. Chipped right. Back heel flick there from Bernsteiner. Headed away by Wheeling Central. Tatterson. Pass just off the mark from the right in front. You can see Tatterson, someone who loves to just get his head up, take on that first guy, try and beat somebody off the dribble. Reed's clearance, a good one to find the feet of Angus. Laid off now for Bernsteiner. Pinkerton. Nicely weighted up that left side for the run to Bertignoli. He's in the box, right-footed shot. Goes cleanly through for a goal kick for Wheeling Central. 23.5 gone here in the first half. The goal from Antonio DeLuca standing up in the 6th minute for Point Pleasant so far. Wheeling Central has scored in its last 5 games and multiple goals in all those games, except for the regional final over Frankfurt, the 1-0 win. Point Pleasant has scored multiple goals in their 4-game win streak, each of those games. For Bernsteiner. Keeps it alive on the right sideline. Pass is deflected. Crossed hopefully towards the middle. DeLuca will step up, hit it left-footed. Nice clean strike. Right into the gloves of Sperlaza. A little bit of extra mustard there as Schrader will let it go for a throw-in. Referee will come over and have a word. DeLuca will get a breather. The goal scorer for Point Pleasant departs, replaced by Malachi Hart. 1 goal and 1 assist on the year for the freshman Hart. Hard work there on the left side. Right-footed shot goes off the goalkeeper and in. Joseph Pinkerton adding to his team-leading tally with his 17th goal of the season. And he made it happen with a surging run up the left side. Celebrates for his teammates and fans. Goal comes with 14:52 left. Here in the first half, Pinkerton unassisted with a surge up the left side. It didn't seem like it was going to amount to much, but he just kept going, got an angle, tried to go near post on Goalkeeper Spirazu, who got a piece of it, but not enough to keep it from coming in at the far post and crossing the line. So for the 17th time in 24 matches this year, Point Pleasant has scored multiple goals. Wheeling Central conceding more than one for the 7th time this year. A chance to make amends with this throw-in from the right side. Headed initially by Reed for Point Pleasant. Double change coming for Wheeling Central. Grady Mullen and Luke Magruder on. Breathers for Isaac Schmidt. Thomas Reinkars. Early cross to the top of the 18, not cleared decisively. Wheeling Central will get a second try. Service from Luke Miner towards the far post, just a little bit over the head of the leaping Ratcliffe. Picked up on the first side by Point Pleasant, who will build with Bertignoli. Finds Schrader. Now Pinkerton. Nobody home making that run on the far side, though, and an easy clearance for the Maroon Knights. Feels like a critical stretch in this game as Pinkerton picks the pocket of his defender. If Point Pleasant can continue this momentum, maybe get a third before the break, that could do it. But if Wheeling Central is able to settle in, build on some of the good things they've done in this first half, get to the half 2-0 or 2-1 ideally, then it's game on in the second half. Move the chains up a couple yards for another throw-in. Bertignoli will take it once again. Cleared towards the Wheeling Central bench and out for another throw-in. Change coming for Point Pleasant. Evan Bales comes in. Break for Angus, and again, the depth of this team. You bring in Bales as a freshman, 5 goals, 2 assists on the campaign. That would be third on Wheeling Central's roster in terms of goal production, and it's coming off the bench for this Point Pleasant team. Found a free kick for Wheeling Central. Miner's free kick, served in lefty towards the right side of the 18-yard box, over everybody's head. Out for a goal kick, but you see the value of Miner. That was an excellent ball from just behind midfield to put it in a dangerous spot. DeLuca in the 6th, Pinkerton in the 26th. The goal scorers for Point Pleasant, both unassisted. DeLuca scored in a fantastic bicycle kick off a scramble. Pinkerton made something himself, surging up the left side. It'll be a Point Pleasant throw in on the near side after this double substitution. Bernsteiner and Schrader will depart. Angus and DeLuca back in after starting this match and being dangerous. Quick rest for both of them. Angus, who started on the left side, now on the right. Early service from Reed. Over the top in a dangerous spot. Spurlaza out a step ahead of Evan Bales' run. You can see how Reed's picked up 6 assists as a defender. Really good, composed on the ball. Serves a solid ball out of that back line. On the ball now, Reed. Goes direct up that left side, trying to pick out the run of Angus. Spurlaza will call off his defenders and make the play. Central has shown flashes of attack, but Point Pleasant's been the team on the front foot. 2 goals to show for it. Another throw for the Black Knights. Colby Frum looking to take it, going up the line. Against the double team, no space for Bales to turn. Throw in for the Maroon Knights. Bales. Can't find Angus. Early ball. Step and win from Point Pleasant's Dausch. Reed will got it back to his goalkeeper. Brecken Loudon going short. Pinkerton trying to get an angle to shoot. Left-footed shot. He'll pull it a second home. Joey Pinkerton in the 33rd minute. 7 minutes after he scored his first, he bags his second. And again, he made it look so easy. Just a simple turn. Not a lot of power, but great with the placement. Pinkerton bagging his 18th of the season. And Point Pleasant in cruise control, 3-0. With 7:38 to go here in the first half. Looking good to return to a 3rd consecutive Class A AA boys final. Ewing Central is going to have to change tactics, I think. They've been playing with 1 up front, but now down 3, you're going to have to roll the dice a little bit. The problem is, the more you do that, the more space for Point Pleasant to counter on you, and they've shown they're more than capable of doing that. 2 for Pinkerton, follow the opener from DeLuca. Early shot will be launched one by Loudon. William Central had a good look about halfway through the first half. A scramble in the box, but again, they never really got a good touch on it. It was a miss hit off a bicycle kick, a volley that went wide, a deflection. They never really got a chance to kind of get the ball, face, and shoot. Bales running out of space there, and a little bit of jostling right in front of the AR on the near side. Referee will come over to have a word with both sides. Stop the clock with 6:20 left in the first half. We'll get Bales from Point Pleasant as well as the only Central defender. Have a chat with them, sort things out. I like that early from an official to kind of de-escalate things. So last year with this Point Pleasant team against Fairmount Senior, when things get out of hand, temperatures can blow over pretty easily in a state semifinal or a final. So good job by the official to grab that initially and not allow it to escalate. Wheeling Central with some numbers forward. But once again, Reed in the right position will shepherd it out for a throw-in. Wheeling Central waiting to go quickly here with under 6 minutes to go in the first half, trying to cut into a 3-0 deficit. Long throw from Ratcliffe. One by Reed. Volleyed partially clear by Point Pleasant. And then volleyed wide by the right foot of Ratcliffe. Another change for Point Pleasant. Bales departs. Garen Hudnall will come in, junior with 1 goal and 1 assist on the year. Players and fans both grateful for the sun, as it's a cool, to put it mildly, cold morning here in Beckley. It's 26 degrees when I arrived about 30 minutes before kickoff. It's warmed up from there. It's supposed to get to about 50 degrees. Expecting slightly warmer weather for the off day tomorrow, and then solid weather as well, maybe with a bit of wind for Saturday's finals. Throw will come from Wheeling Central. Reed kind of unnecessarily clearing that one back, but found a teammate. Early ball into a dangerous position, but just out of the reach of the run of Komorowski. Regroup here on the left side for Grady Mullen for Komorowski. Point Pleasant will break that up. And now a touch forward to counter. Throw in for the Black Knights. Will be from up to take. Reed. Bernsteiner. Pinkerton, the 2-goal scorer, dropping it back for Dausch. Combination here on the left side. Broken up by the diving Spurlois as the pass intended for Pacey from.
Do you think I could set that tripod over here and set it up high? You think I could set that tripod up here and set it up high so that you have more room?
Could this game, but you can't.
Okay. This game.
Other game.
Volleyed clear by Bertignoli.
Wheeling has a long way to ride.
Right.
So have a different camera for you to swap.
Okay.
Figure out how, we'll swap it after. So give it a 3-minute break and swap it after. That's the broken.
Aiden Lucas forward. Grady Mullen can't find a teammate in white. Steal here. Foul not given. Wheeling Central wins the ball back. Pass is blocked and cleared. Pinkerton. Switch comes left. Once again, Wheeling Central breaking up. They've been better the last few minutes, but we're running out of time here in this half as we go under 2 minutes. Throw coming for Point Pleasant. They will make another change. Hudnall will come off. And then a return for Schrader to the Point Pleasant lineup. Schrader immediately put to work, trying to chase down this ball, and he will. Fresher legs off the bench, pushing it up the right side, taking a bump, staying on the ball. Comes off the back of Schrader's legs. Still fighting for it. And it will be a throw-in for Wheeling Central. Another change for Point Pleasant. Pacey Frum will get a breather. Will be throwing for Point Pleasant, actually. They've switched it over. Early cross towards the 6. Berlazza will make the catch. DeLuca really the only player in black and red in the vicinity of that one. Last hope to attack in this half for Wheeling Central, but once again, Point Pleasant winning in midfield only to have it be taken back and a push there. Free kick for Point Pleasant. And will take their time with a 3-0 lead. Get some bodies forward for this service from Reed. Reed will set the ball on the artificial turf here. Hit it with 10 seconds left. Good service towards the far post. Headed on and caught by Sperlaza. And that will be the final touch of this first half. So Antonio DeLuca's bicycle kick in the 6th-minute open scoring. Wheeling Central had some looks about midway through the half, but then a brace in the 26th and 33rd minutes from Joey Pinkerton. Point Pleasant halfway to their 3rd straight Class A AA state championship game. They beat Wheeling Central 3-0.
Providing those essential needs for your daily journey. 18,250 days of fueling and feeding. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. The managers who open early and close late. The cashiers who always have a smile. The bakers, sandwich artists, and cooks who keep our cravings at bay. The maintenance crew who work hard to fix problems as they arise. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Choosing health coverage for your family, your employees, and your company is one of the most important decisions you can make. The health plan proudly supports our active and healthy communities and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. We are here for your family. We are here for your business. We'll be here for you when you need us most, because your health coverage is our priority. The health plan, here for you.
I'm Dr. Chad Lavender. My fertilized ACL technique has gained national and international attention. It all started here on a small football field in West Virginia. That's where my passion to help athletes and others began. I personally have had 19 different states and locations that patients have traveled from for this ACL reconstruction.
It starts with dedication, taking skill to artistry. It's not just a job, it's a career. But building a future isn't easy. The Jumpstart Savings Program is here to help. The first of its kind in the nation, it features state tax advantages and other incentives. Now you can save for certain certifications, equipment, and business startup costs. Trade professionals are the future of West Virginia's workforce. Start saving for that future now. Learn more at wvjumpstart.com.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
For me, part-time service in the West Virginia Army National Guard looks like this. As a construction engineer, I'm moving earth, building roads, and working with a great team to accomplish our mission. My service trained me how to operate heavy construction equipment, and those skills have opened up doors to a great career here at home. See how part-time service can help you build your future. Go to nationalguard.com/WV to find out more.
PCB is a long-standing partner in our community. We're your neighbors, your teammates, and your friends. And we want to be your banker. We're a team of experienced professionals focused on the personal, residential, and business needs of our community. We make decisions locally, quickly, and with your best interest in mind. We care about you, your family, your business, and your goals. We're PCB, a proud community bank. Open an account with us today.
At Little General Stores, we'll be there when you're ready, even if you're returning home for the first time in years. That is why we offer the LG Rewards Card that'll save you money on your favorite convenience store purchases, or even get you free drinks or coffee, allowing you the time to plan that perfect return. Go plan yours today, and when you need us, we'll be there. Thank you to those who serve, so the LG family can serve you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Welcome back to Carter Stadium in Beckley. 1 half in the books, 1 to go here between number 1 Point Pleasant and number 4 Wheeling Central. It's been all Black Knights over the Maroon Knights so far. A bicycle kick from Antonio DeLuca, opening score in the 6th minute. Then after Wheeling Central had some dangerous opportunities midway through the half, Joey Pinkerton scored in the 26th minute, then added a second in the 33rd minute, giving him 18 for the year. And Point Pleasant a 3-0 lead at the break. Win here would put them in their 3rd consecutive Class A AA final. They will await the winner of our second match here in the morning session between number 2 Charleston Catholic and number 3 Lewis County. The Irish, the champion the last 2 years at Point Pleasant's expense. The Minutemen making their first appearance in the state boys soccer tournament. Point Pleasant will kick us underway, going from right to left here in the second half. Sun has been out throughout this match, and that's warmed the temperature up from where it started in the high 20s. Supposed to get up to 50 today here in Beckley. Much different than what we saw about this time last week, where it was in the 70s. It was beautiful, and we even had runners having issues with the heat at the state cross country meet Saturday. Not the case this weekend in Beckley. We'll switch out the balls here. Get a fresh one for the second half. Quick free kick taken by Wheeling Central. That's what they've preferred, and they've been effective pushing forward with that. Pinkerton winning the ball in midfield, finding Tatterson for Point Pleasant. Touches a bit heavy though, that allows a clearance from Joey Barkle towards the left side. Mentioned it was going to have to be a change in strategy for Wheeling Central after playing one up front in the first half. It was like much more of an attacking setup, more like a 4-3-3 or even a 5-3-2 at times for Wheeling Central as they try and get a goal back. If they get a goal back, this gets interesting. Problem is you don't want to put too many chips in that you give up a fourth and then it really is game over. Throw for Luke Magruder and Wheeling Central. He'll leave it for his captain, Luke Miner. Set pieces have been the strength for Wheeling Central in the first 40 minutes. They've been dangerous off of throw-ins. Haven't won a corner yet. Both teams contesting that throw in. It will be Point Pleasant's. Anthony Bertignoli will take. Hoofed forward. Header won by Point Pleasant towards midfield, towards Tatterson, who flicks it on. For DeLuca, who scored the opener for the Black Knights. Good work here from DeLuca to keep the ball. Play it for Schrader. Schrader turning nicely, takes the right-footed shot from deep. Grins in the crowd as Sperlazzo was at full extension, watched it go wide. This is where Point Pleasant has really excelled, is winning these 50-50 balls, which is why Wheeling Central is not letting them have the satisfaction. Dribble out of the back, then they do lose it in midfield. Ball played forward. Be watched out for a goal kick. Angus' touch coming too late for Point Pleasant. Stumble there, but a recovery from Point Pleasant. They'll attack forward with pace, but turn it over. Luke Miner shipping it left behind the run of Komorowski and out of bounds. That ball into the final third has been lacking for Wheeling Central so far. Early cross towards Angus, uses his body well to shepherd. It goes off the back of his head. He finds it on the backside of the top of the 18. Angus double teamed. Will be a throw in deep. Point Pleasant's not had a lot of chances, but they've been efficient with them, putting 3 in the back of the net. 1 from DeLuca, 2 from Pinkerton. Another throw from just about the same spot for Point Pleasant. They'll take as many of those as they need with a 3-goal lead. Another throw. Tatterson. Combination goes off the cross of Schrader. Just a ricochet back off Schrader because it will be a goal kick. Point Pleasant can set their defensive shape. And realizing that Wheeling Central prefer the short goal kicks, Angus stays up to put pressure on, forces the long kick, which is won by Point Pleasant. Colton Angus laying it left for Schrader. Schrader towards the end line, doubles back, gets some help, but the pass is off the mark. Another throw from just about the same spot we took 3 just a minute ago. Angus's early cross. Brought down to the top of the 18, dropped back for Pinkerton. DeLuca for Pinkerton. Early cross in. Headed down in the 18 at a dangerous spot, but is cleared. Once again, the direct ball does not work for Wheeling Central. Collision there in midfield. Free kick will go the way of Point Pleasant as Pinkerton got tangled in there with Isaac Schmidt. Clock will be stopped with 33:58 remaining in the second half. Point Pleasant leading 3-0. Tatterson was the injured player, back on his feet now. Service from Jaron Reed, right up the middle, towards the 6. Headed down by Wheeling Central. Second ball, battled for in the box. Touch back. First time shot from DeLuca, knuckling high and wide. Clock was stopped during that entire sequence. Now it will be running. Point Pleasant fans, I'm sure, much keener to get that clock running than the Wheeling Central fans, as the Black Knights are protecting a 3-0 lead. Patrick Nolly up to take the throw in. Goes up the line looking for the run of Angus. Finds him. First time lefty cross from Angus. Scooped up in the 6 by Sperlaza. Good punt. Gets to its intended target. Once again, just 1 or 2 touches in the offensive half, and Wheeling Central's back on defense. This is where they've been the most effective. And now that we have a stoppage, they'll adjust the clock. We go from 33:08 down to 32:27, so 41 seconds run off. Throw in towards the 18-yard box, headed down. Second ball cleared right to a Wheeling Central player. Chance now to shoot. There goes one off Mason Schmidt. It's not deflected, although Wheeling Central certainly thought it was. Will be a goal kick. It's the glimmer of hope that the Maroon Knights wanted. A corner kick to try and get one back, make this interesting, but instead it will be a goal kick. With 8 minutes gone here in the second half. Point Pleasant, 1 goal by DeLuca, and Pinkerton times 2, leading this one 3-0. Early ball for Bernsteiner. Picked up by Pinkerton on the right side for Point Pleasant. Early chip, headed out and cleared partially. Again, that second touch just has not been clean from Wheeling Central. Not able to clear their lines at all. Reed, blocked. That's a painful one. Play will continue. And out for a throw in now, and they will stop the clock with 31:13 remaining. On a cold day, that just feels worse. Luke Miner, the injured Maroon Knight. Never feels good, but especially on a cold day, that doesn't feel good. And Miner will try and walk it off. Now will be forced to leave since the clock was stopped. Thomas Reinkars will be the player coming on for Wheeling Central. Play will resume with Point Pleasant returning the ball to Wheeling Central on the throw-in. Certainly has been a lot more stops and starts, a lot more throw-ins in this second half than in the first. And that'll suit Point Pleasant just fine with a 3-0 lead. having this game be a bit more choppy. Cross just under the foot of DeLuca. Reincars will have his pass blocked and stolen. Tatterson. Drop back, early cross from Reed. Touched on by Schrader. Still Schrader, dodging the tackle, loses possession. Tatterson will try again. Sliding tackle from Reed, well timed. That'll get Point Pleasant going again. DeLuca playing it for himself up the right side. We'll find it in the corner. Antonio DeLuca looking for options, goes back towards the top of the 18. Comes square now for Tatterson. Deflected. Schrader at the far post trying to get to it. Shielded off, goes down, and will be a foul against Alex Schrader for the tug. Pleading his case to no avail. Chance for Sperlaza to get his shoe tied. Wheeling Central is going to have to rush here, though. They need to get 3 in under 30 minutes. Pinkerton losing out on that 50-50 ball. This is the guy that Wheeling Central needs to get on the ball more. Komorowski has his pass blocked out for a throw-in. Throw comes up the left side for Pinkerton. He runs out of space. Barkey's throw. Stolen away by Schrader. Schrader into the 18, has his shot blocked. Second ball cleared, but only as far as Tatterson. Space for Tatterson to shoot. He will, and it's a beautiful shot. Goalkeeper got a piece of it, but that wasn't going to be stopped. Cooper Tatterson, his 7th goal of the year. More insurance for Point Pleasant, 4-0. DeLuca in the 6th, Pinkerton in the 26th, Pinkerton in the 33rd, now Tatterson in the 52nd. And again, it goes back to Wheeling Central really struggling to get that first, second clearance. They've been able to get out of their box for the most part, but then they can't find a teammate. Point Pleasant wins the ball back, has a chance to face up, and that's exactly what Tatterson did there. Pinkerton scored the 2nd and 3rd goals. Playing it forward. Stumble there. Push there and a free kick for Point Pleasant. Second straight year, Point Pleasant will put on an impressive performance against the Region 1 champion. They knocked Fairmount Senior out at this stage last year. Tatterson for Reed, who's been excellent out of that defensive spot. DeLuca, who opened things with a bicycle kick goal in the 6th minute. Trying to turn that one. Early service. It's an excellent ball. Got more shoulder than head there from Colton Angus. DeLuca. So good protecting the ball on that sideline. Winning a throw-in. This is time for the most goals that Wheeling Central's allowed this year. Both of those coming against Big Ten foes in a team we'll see later, Lewis County. And the team that Lewis County beat to get here, Robert C. Byrd. Lewis County and Charleston Catholic after this for the 2nd championship berth. Point Pleasant well on their way to a 3rd consecutive Saturday here in Beckley. Schrader turning for Pinkerton. Pinkerton bumped. Saves the ball. Finally goes out Really good work there from Pinkerton. Getting out to that big lead, especially when it was a Friday-Saturday thing, was huge because then you could rest players and rotate. I think it's true as well with the Thursday-Saturday setup. Less wear and tear on these Point Pleasant players. They've got this game well in hand. DeLuca. Wanted a deflection, he got it. It will be a throw-in. Quick throw. Wynn got that one a little bit, but a sea of Point Pleasant players breaking up that initial attack, and it's cleared again. Reed will fall towards the right side for Pacey from. Playing it forward for Malachi Hart. Guided out for a goal kick. Up the line there, intended for the run of Ratcliffe, who's had that thankless task of playing as the lone forward for most of this game. Does not see much of the ball. Pinkerton for DeLuca. Bertignoli. Pinkerton making the run up the left side. Instead, it'll come back. First time service from Dausch. Brought down well by Pinkerton. He'll play it for himself up that side. Saves it. Plays it towards the 6. Stopped and cleared. Bertignoli dumping it into space on the right side, but too far for the run of Malachi Hart out for a throw-in. Change coming for Wheeling Central. Luke Miner, who was shaken up about 5-10 minutes ago, back into this game. Good to see. Top scorer for this Wheeling Central team with 11 goals on the year. Evan Bales back in for Point Pleasant. We saw him as a sub in the first half as well. On the ball. Crossing towards the far post. Nobody home yet in black and red. Cleared forward. Reed. Early ball for Ratcliffe. Looking for help. Trying to cut it inside and has his pocket picked by Dausch. Nice ball in here. Flag is up, though. Offside on Ratcliffe, who finally found himself in a good spot, but forward by the flag. Saw this in the first half as well from Point Pleasant. A steady stream of substitutions breaking up the rhythm of this game. Burning time off the clock with a 4-goal lead. Reed's had an excellent match in the center of defense. Restarting play with a free kick here. Miner. Ratcliffe. Can't find a teammate, though. Tatterson trying to turn, chipping it forward. Giving possession back away. Minor. Lefty shot. Going high and wide. Why not? Hasn't been much for Brecken Loudon to do in goal, so keep him honest. DeLuca, Pinkerton twice, Tatterson your goal scorers for Point Pleasant. They'll make another change, bringing off Colton Angus. Pinkerton trying to turn, stood up this time. Commits the foul on Mason Schmidt. Free kick for Wheeling Central. It's about the time in the first half where they had their best sequence of play. And a couple half chances in the box. Early service, chested down. Douch. Free kick for Wheeling Central, just inside the sideline. That's where you got to get everybody forward. I can get ahead on this one. Service will come from Luke Miner, 4 assists on the year. Pacey from the wall for Point Pleasant. Lefty ball from Miner. Benton towards the 6. It's an excellent ball, but headed out. Miner over. Good ball as well to pick out Ratcliffe. Give and go for Ratcliffe in the box, but a good job coming back to win the tackle from a more attacking player in Bertignoli, denying Wheeling Central their best look of the match. Just has not come together for the Maroon Knights, but they've been better the last few minutes. Chance to get their tall trees forward again for this throw-in. Falls in the box. Handball appeal from Point Pleasant not given. Ball not cleared. Kept alive on the left side. Cross in for Miner. Brought in by Tatterson for Point Pleasant and cleared. DeLuca touching it by the defender, but no help on the back end as Barkey will play it forward for Wheeling Central. DeLuca. Bertignoli getting a foot in, winning the ball. Pinkerton's first time ball. Pacey for DeLuca. It's a good ball. DeLuca will bend it, but caught by Sperlaza. Cleared deep by Reed. Will stay alive on the sideline for Evan Bales. Bales does well to hold up play. Chip towards the middle. Falls for Frum. Magruder clearing it for Wheeling Central. DeLuca. Reed, good ball to pick out from his shot right into the gloves of Sperlaza. In terms of shots on goal, this has been one of Point Pleasant's better stretches. They've been efficient with their chances. Haven't been a lot of saves for Sperlaza. Caught at the far post. Under 17 to go here in the second half. Point Pleasant in control. Pinkerton. Service from Reed. Second ball falls for DeLuca. Pinkerton. DeLuca. DeLuca. Wayne Central defending well there, not allowing a clean look at goal. Reed will push forward. Wins the throw in. And it could be more. It will be a free kick. Free kick for Bertignoli and Point Pleasant. Just a turn of the ball inside the sideline. Righty service in towards the far post. Over a couple heads off of Wheeling Central body. Turn and shot. Cleared off the line by Wheeling Central. Still loose. Drop back for Pinkerton. Pinkerton creating an angle to shoot. Lefty shot will go off a defender. Wheeling Central clearing again, but only as far. Bertinoli. Switch towards the far side. Touched on. Shot is wide.
On folks.
Just make sure I have my mouth open.
Schmidt loses out. Pinkerton. Chip towards the right side. Drop back now. Bernsteiner inside. Good defending there from Magruder for Wheeling Central. Saved by Angus. Bertinoli. Schrader switches it. Space and time for Bernsteiner to shoot, and a good save, tipping it over the bar by Sperlaza. His best save of the day. A rare corner kick in this game. Neither team's really had a lot of them. Taken short for Angus. He'll bring it in line. Scoops it towards the far post. Header in. Handled by Sperlaza. Bernsteiner. Schrader. Return to Bernsteiner. Dummied through. Looking for Angus on the backside. Tatterson will try again. Pinkerton turning. Goes down, draws the foul. Right down Broadway, about 25 yards from goal. Pinkerton will take it. Trying to finish off a hat trick in spectacular fashion with a direct free kick. Pleasant will arrange their set piece here. Pinkerton going for goal. Sperlaza makes the save. DeLuca in the 6th minute, Pinkerton in the 26th and 33rd, Tatterson in the 52nd. The goal summary for Point Pleasant. Flag was up on Point Pleasant. Free kick for Wheeling Central. Maroon Knights haven't played badly. They just haven't been able to get a lot of possession to relieve the pressure that Point Pleasant's been putting on them. And again, Point Pleasant's really finished well. 4 well-taken goals. Reed knocking it clear. Promising through ball there from Schmidt. Gets all the way for a goal kick. Pacey from off. Garen Hudnall on for Point Pleasant. Break as well for Colby from. Bernsteiner turns it over. Reed's got time to decide what to do with this one. He chooses a pass into midfield. Tatterson. Bertinoli beating one. Trying to split 2 defenders with a pass, but it's blocked. Turned right back over to Bernsteiner. Pass forward off the mark, intended for the run of Komorowski. Under 10, Point Pleasant will make another change. Deserved break for Dowd. She's had an excellent game in that center back spot for Point Pleasant. He'll be rested for Saturday. Pinkerton wanting a third. Slaloming through the defense, laying it off now. Early cross, caught. It was Keegan Kirkpatrick with the ball in. Another freshman who scored twice this year. Again, this Point Pleasant team, experienced but also young. With only 5 seniors. These 5 seniors looking to get to a 3rd straight state final. 8.5 minutes away. Look here for Wheeling Central is blocked. Miss hit there from Liam Fallon. This Point Pleasant's made a couple changes in the back, and Wheeling Central trying to capitalize on that. Throw in for Point Pleasant. Free kick for Wheeling Central. Mason Schmidt is brought down. Early service. Headed out cleanly by Point Pleasant. Tatterson knocking it over the top. 50-50 ball will be collected by the goalkeeper Sperlaza. Tatterson heading it forward. Pinkerton for Schrader. Bernsteiner. Stolen back by Schrader. Left it comes for Tatterson. Up the line and too far for the run of Isaac Schmidt. 4 changes coming for Wheeling Central. Hear the applause from the Wheeling Central fans as some of their veterans taken off. Magruder, Schmidt, Komorowski, Aiden Lucas. Carter Oliver's throwing up the line for Grady Mullen. That one clearly was out and will be whistled as so. Substitutions both ways. Bernsteiner and Jordan Haynes coming off for Point Pleasant. And a big round of applause for Luke Miner as he departs for Wheeling Central. Senior departs with 11 goals and 4 assists on the year. Team's top scorer, taking them to a state tournament. Ratcliffe can't save that one. Under 5 minutes here in the semis. Again, we'll have Charleston Catholic and Lewis County after this one for the second spot in Saturday's 9:30 a.m. final. We'll join Point Pleasant, who's been excellent on the day. Led by 2 goals from Pinkerton. DeLuca with a bicycle kick to open things. Tatterson with a good long-distance strike to make it 4-0. Early cross for Ratcliffe, trying to fight his way through. Shielded off nicely, though. Well defended by Bertinoli. Clock will be stopped with 3:57 left for the Point Pleasant substitution. Departure for Ratcliffe as well, the senior. Joey Seacrest will get a run out of that center striker spot for Wheeling Central in the final few minutes. Schrader for Pinkerton, turning upfield. Pinkerton turns as well as any high school player I've seen this year. Big reason why he's been able to score twice today. Throw in deep for Point Pleasant. Trying to burn off the last 3:10 of this one. Get out of here with a clean sheet and a win. Liam Fallon's short throw in for Schrader, who will go to the corner. Saved by Tatterson. Finally does go out for a throw-in. Once again, Point Pleasant will work towards the corner, win another throw-in, burn off some more time. They're going to actually say it's going to be Wheeling Central's ball.
Spectators remain in the stands at the end of the match. School administrators request to assist venue security in keeping all supporters off the field.
Alex Schrader, once again working towards the corner, takes a bump, saves it in the corner. That again for a throw-in. Under 2. Tatterson. Again, working towards that familiar corner. Draws a foul and free kick. Again, they'll play it short and take it to the corner. Pinkerton. Flags up, 1 point Pleasant. Chance for Wheeling Central to clear the lines and form one final attack here in this one. Better ball, though. Out for a throw-in. Under a minute here in the semis. Point Pleasant managing these final few minutes. Schrader. Pacey Frum. Unable to save that one. We've got 2 balls in play. Can't do that. Both will be knocked out. That'll kill some time as well. And that will burn off the final couple seconds. So, goals from Antonio DeLuca in the 6th minute, Joey Pinkerton in the 26th and 33rd minutes, and finally Cooper Tatters in the 52nd. At Point Pleasant in the Class A AA state championship game for the 3rd consecutive season. Will this finally be the time they get over the hump? They'll away to either Charleston Catholic or Lewis County. That will be our 2nd game of this morning semifinal session here in Beckley.